Yesterday during the show, my steering damper blew up, and now I gotta work on it, and I'm gonna try to show you how to do it. Recommend this one, number 52 O-ring. Got it at Ace Hardware. Let's get it working. So the first thing we're gonna do with one of these, we're gonna remove the C-clip that goes here. The C-clip that goes here, you remove it so you can remove the dial, and then you can start loosening up all these bolts from the cap, and then you can go to the pack and loosen the rest. Now that you remove the cap, the whole thing's exposed there. That's how it works. You got a seal right here. This is not the one that I have leaking right now. The seal that I have leaking is the one that goes under this part, and for that I gotta remove this. Now we have to remove this O-ring that's right there. Yeah, I can see. Oh, I can see what's going on here. I don't have the right tool to pick it up, so I'm trying to use what I have in hand to catch it and pull it. Remember, guys, I'm on the road. Even though this is the O-ring, I'm making sure everything's clean in there. But it was. We're going back to the original one, the number 52.
Good thing I came, because if not, everyone.
After thoroughly checking that there's no damages on the actual unit, I'm gonna put the new O-ring. I tried fitting the other one, but it's too big for it. So first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna dip this here in the oil so it can slide better. If there's any shavings or anything, they just slide off the O-ring a little bit better. So now we make sure that thing's fully lubricated. We slide, fit it right here. Still a little bit tricky because you know it's metal and pieces come in and out. It might have a little bit of sharpness into it. Okay, so now the O-ring's there. Now we're gonna actually lube it a little bit more. We're gonna lube whole unit around this whole area, and this next piece that goes in, and I got a little bit too. This is always like when I started doing this, I would always pinch it, and I'm pretty sure I pinched it last time, and that's why it was leaking so hard. But this time hopefully I'll do it right. Make sure the thing fits in straight. Props to anyone that can like do this right off the bag, no problem. And one of the things they taught me is when you press down, you spin it, and that would like slide it better around. And hopefully fingers crossed, I didn't pinch it again. So now we're gonna pour some oil in it, and then we'll do a syringe refill just to make sure like there's plenty of it. First we're gonna do the lid is back in place. My recommendation is go the first 4 corners first, so you can put this one back in as soon as possible, as the oil is gonna start leaking from the dial hole, however you're gonna call it. So once this one, the one that goes under the dial, is set and tight, you can put it back on and the leak stops, and then you can move on and put all the rest, and take all the time in the world to do it. Make sure they're all tight and properly adjusted. After you're done tightening all this on top, turn around. Remember, like the way I did, I spun it, and then I pulled the dial all the way to one side. That means that this part, if the needle is pointing that way, that means the top part's gonna go this way. So we'll flip it around, and actually on this position it's gonna go like that way. Set up a couple of bolts. Set the dial to 1 so we can move it. And make sure, yeah, it's on the right position. And we set it to the middle. Now we tighten. The C-clip is the last thing I'm gonna put on the before I set it back on the bike. So now that these are tight, I'm gonna open this flathead. Make sure there's no air from these pockets, and if there's a little bit of air, I'll refill it with a syringe. Make sure there's no bubbles inside. Seems to be alright. Might be lagging a little bit on this side, but syringe it is. So you want to push with the syringe from the side that you see has the most oil. You'll see like relax a little bit. You see the things in the middle, so it allows the flow of it, and doesn't seem to be any bubbles coming out. Move it a little bit, and no bubbles. Should be working just fine now. Put this back in. Ready for the ciclet. Doesn't look like there's any air bubbles in it. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to clean it pretty good to see as soon as I put it on the bike, start moving it, there's no leaks into the bike again. Fingers crossed it worked, and we should be set to go for a show.